What's good, everybody? We chilling. Finally happened. They done finally got him. Can you hear me, Jordan? An immediate QB battle. Shout out to Q Rob. Shout out to Malachi. Q Rob going to the Broncos. We know what they do with edge rushers. Von Miller, most recent name come to your mind. The linebackers, edge rushers. Then Malachi Moore, man, going to the Jets. Uh, Jets still got Bama players. Bama DBs there. What's up, Roll Tide, everybody? Roll Tide. I ain't gonna be on here long. First, I want to Corey Glover, the Corey Glover guy. We was talking about the Seahawks situation, right? And I literally said they're making space for Milrow. He was trying to bank on the deal they gave Darnold, which was basically the demand of the market, right? Met him at market value, right? Sam Darnold is garbage in my opinion. But I look at this situation and I'm like, that would have put 4 quarterbacks on their roster with Sam Howell. They make a trade with Sam Howell. They trade Sam Howell for more draft picks. If the Seahawks going to get any more wide receiver, running back assets, in with the rest of their picks they have in this draft, be looking for a real competition between Miro and Darnold. And you know what? The good thing about Miro is he doesn't have to win it this year. I mean, it wouldn't do him no justice to win it this year. I think he takes a year and develops and gets into his bag, find himself in a good spot. Chat. I feel like playing the game today. Chat. I feel like playing the game today. Fifth round draft pick. That's what's up, Shador. That's what's up, Shador. Congrats, Shador Sanders. Congrats, Malachi. Congrats, Q Rob. Congrats, everybody, man, that's getting picked up. I really wanted Shador to go ahead and get off the board, man. So they went and got the first QB right. Tyler. No, that's who the Saints went and got. Who did the Browns go and get? Let's see. Mason Graham. Okay. So they got their guy. They got, you know what? The Browns played this perfect. The Browns stayed quiet about this. They played it perfect. Let's be honest. That was their last pick of their draft. That was the last pick of the draft for them. They trade up to make sure that he's not picked up in the 5th or 6th round because I think they had a 6th round pick. They trade up. And they get everything in front of him, running backs. They get the quarterback that they think they want, or they get the quarterback that they really want, but the quarterback with probably the most hype or more upside proven potential in Dylan Gabriel. If that could be an assessment to look at it from. That could be. They played it smart though. They got 2 for 1 in Dylan and Shador. Now, I know we were talking about comparing Shador Sanders and Dylan, Shador Sanders to other quarterbacks earlier. When it comes to that comparison, Dylan and Shador, do you have a true QB1 battle right there in year one for Cleveland? Do you? Are you really, if you're Cleveland, are you really bringing in 2 rookie quarterbacks to take over your franchise this year? Yeah, Ballard, we were just talking about it, man. The Cleveland Browns became that much more relevant because of Shador Sanders. Y'all about to crank up? Y'all about to crank up? One of them. Just got on. Did Shador get drafted. Yep, he got drafted, got picked up by the Cleveland Browns. By the Browns, man. They picked him up after getting Dylan Gabriel. And see, they got Dylan Gabriel in round 3 too. So the Cleveland played it smart with their quarterback selection. Cleveland played it smart. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. Make sure y'all tap the like on the screen, even though we're not gonna be here long. Tap the like on the screen, man. Looking at the roster. I'm looking at the roster chat, and I don't see. And I'm just being honest. I'm looking at the roster. You don't got Kenny Pickett no more. I think you just dealt Kenny Pickett in your trade for Shador. Deshaun's there. Flacco. Am I tripping? Who the quarterbacks on that's actually on Cleveland roster? They still got Deshaun Watson, right? Shador was the last option. Are you sure? Because if he was the last option, they could have used. They didn't have. They wouldn't have traded up to get him. DJ, you sound like a hater. Like what do people get off at hating? Like there's no arguing. Like nobody's arguing or want to even step in the room and make the argument that Shador isn't the better quarterback. Y'all are thriving off the fact that it's affecting prime. It makes prime look bad, and that's a sad way to look at this. That's a sad way to like leverage anything. Anytime you got to leverage somebody else's downfall or somebody else's uh shortcomings to gloat for yourself to make you feel good, man. That's not joy. That's not real success. You said he the last option. Well, why they trade up to get a last option? Why trade up if he wasn't important, if it wasn't a part, if it didn't make sense to add him and make him a part of the growth, the plan to develop and be a winning program or organization? Why trade up for him if he's last option? Come on, DJ, don't come in here talking stupid. You ain't even got a wristband. I like having my own channel because I ain't got to be nice and I feel ignorant vibes. Shout out to the big 9 in the chat, man. Make sure, I mean, the 18 in the chat. Make sure y'all tap that screen. One more like, we get to 10 likes. Appreciate the 9 likes. Y'all make sure y'all tap the likes. But he wasn't the last option. There's arguments like, okay, the only pick in front of him that I say you can't make an argument and say he's a better fit or a better player, better quarterback. The only one in front of him right now, out of Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, who else got picked in front of him? Jalen Milroe was the third quarter. No, Jalen Milroe was fourth quarterback. Who's the third quarterback off the board? It was Jackson Dart. You had Cam Ward. Oh, Tyler, the kid that went in New Orleans. That kid right there is not better than Shador Sanders. That's where my discrepancies came in. And then, but you look at the way Cleveland drafted, they stayed with their priority of players. You got down to your third round pick and you had quarterbacks available. You look at what you have on roster. Dylan Gabriel was an ad. Now you come back around and Shador still there. Oh yeah, that's an extra ad. These are both options that you would seriously consider from with your initial draft plan. But I appreciate y'all for tapping in. That's all I got for the stream, y'all. Shout out to Shador, man. We finally the Shador draft slide is over. No more Shador draft sliding. But I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Tap that screen. Tap the like on there. Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smoot. Gotta go clean myself up, get ready for church tomorrow. But we got to get on this gaming. Here in about 30, 45 minutes, we're gonna get this gaming content started up. I'm ready to whoop up on some tail today on NCAA. I ain't playing. And then we're gonna do Warzone tonight too. Little fun vibes. So I'll catch up with y'all later. Be easy. Much love. Roll Tide. SOS. AAA family. I love y'all.